Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. This is Race Craze. This is the Brett Moffitt Iowa race win from last year. So we'll get out of the box here. Camping World box, standard normal. Race version, this is the artwork you're getting on any Truck Series race win from last year. So render of the car here, race winner. 1 of 96 autographed for the Smart Series homes. And then there's a schedule on the back. They don't race, actually. I think they only race, 26 times maybe? No, 23. It's a pretty short schedule. I would like to see them expanded a little bit. I understand, with the sponsorship and stuff, it can be tough. But it would be nice to see the trucks get maybe one more Bristol race. The only place they go twice is Texas, and I'm really not sure why, because, a lot of tracks that could do well with a truck race, but I think they have a partner with the Indy race is how. But anyway, it does come with confetti, winner sticker there. Also will come with the autographed card, because it's an autograph from the factory, and the winner card here. Winning in Newton, Iowa, led 76 laps and won by 0.3 of a second. After Gregson pulled the, I don't know what you call it, the video game move, where you dive to the bottom, slide all the way up off the wall, and try to make it back to the line, and it did not work. Did not work at all. But you got to do the respect where it's due. I respect the fact that Noah Gragson took a shot for the win without taking out the current leader, because that is one thing that I will never have respect for drivers that do that, or respect for the win that the driver earned that way, which is, if he just dove off in there and plowed into the side of him, like what Newman did to Larson to get in the chase, which that's just for the chase, but if that had been for a win, no respect to it, because you didn't give your competition a chance to race you. They had you beat, and you used them up. And I'm not a fan of that. I think there's a driver ethics code, and if you want to break that, they have every right to dump you the next 5 times they see you, in my opinion. But obviously NASCAR doesn't agree that way. So that's my main thing with the old Logano, Kansas thing, because I was at that race, and I remember seeing coming down the front stretch, they were battling pretty hard, and I saw Kenseth move up to make the block as they went around, and instead of going low, Logano just drove through the back of him. So that's why I totally get Kenseth's frustration there, and I had no problem with what happened at Martinsville. So anyway, let's get into the diecast again. Down the left side, we've got a little confetti, a little bit of rubber here, just kind of the build-up and race marks there. We got Brett Moffitt on the name rail with the 2 winner stickers there. Right here on the side, we've got number 16, Smart Series, Destiny Homes. Then we got all these little contingency sponsors there. There you can see on the wheel, we've got number 16, and then the race marks there on the inside. Onto the back, we do have Moffitt on the rear window. Toyota, Northland Foundations in Ames, Iowa. Destiny Homes, and then Toyota Tundra. If you guys didn't know, Brett Moffitt is from Grimes, Iowa, which is, I can't imagine, more than an hour or 2 from the Speedway, so definitely his home track. This is my home track, obviously, living in northern Iowa. This is Kansas and Chicago are both 6-hour drives. Des Moines or Newton is 2.5, and then Minneapolis is 2.5. So home track for me. I did get to see my first ever race there. And so it was really neat to see the local guy win. And obviously I'm a Brett Moffitt fan, partially because he's from Iowa, but also just following him through his rookie campaign from Cup. And I always thought he always outdrove his equipment. And I thought that was really neat for him to finally get a good ride at the 16 and then a better ride at GMS. I think he's going to have a much better year this year, even though he won 6 races last year. So Brett Moffitt on the windshield there, Smart Series, Destiny Homes there, Toyota Tundra. That's pretty much all there is to the diecast. I got the Toyota on these rails here, and what din did I get? Number 73 was the din I got. Overall, just a really cool race win to have. Again, getting to see it in person is one of the main reasons, but also I'm going to try and get every Brett Moffitt race win either made or have it made. I'm going to probably try and get some customs made for me by a couple of guys I know. They can make customs, and then see what they can do for the Phoenix, Michigan races. Those are going to be the toughest one because I got to get a custom paint scheme, but you know what? cross that bridge when we come to it. So I will show you, too, how I display my race wins that I've gone to. And this is kind of neat. This one's a little different because I didn't have a pin. Normally I have a pin. But I have these bases, and I'll put the truck on there. I'll just put the cards in there. Sometimes I'll leave them in the box. It's not a big deal to me which one's which. But then I will put these cards in the back here. And I'll, oops, yeah, see, it's a little tough once you're setting them up. But once you get them kind of situated, they're not bad. But then you just slide it on, put the case down, and I've got them like that. And that is basically how I have all the race wins that I've been to. So I've got the Gregson truck, the Chicago Kyle Busch, and all those. And occasionally if I have a race pin, which I do for all the Cup races but one, and then none of the Xfinity races make pins for anything. So I usually put that down by the left rear tire somewhere. So, but yeah, that's kind of a fun way I've gotten to get to display those. Is every race win I can kind of stack them up and put them wherever I want. But yeah, overall, a really nice diecast. These cases actually are really affordable. I think they're like about $7 a piece on Amazon when you buy them in bulk. So I think they do a good job. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below about this race and about the potential of Iowa racing hosting a Cup race. I will say I know that the attendance does not look good at the Speedway for, you know, Xfinity and truck races. It doesn't look all that great. Like the stands are kind of empty. Just understand that Iowa has been, it used to sell out a lot better when we had Cup drivers that would show up. But being they've kind of made it so Cup drivers can't show up to the Iowa Speedway, you know, we haven't really had, usually we're going to watch nobody. We don't really have anyone to watch. So when Brett Moffitt was racing, obviously it helped the attendance a little bit, but also it just helps to, you know, have the big names. The big names help draw a crowd. So I know everyone talks about not wanting the Cup drivers in the truck and Xfinity races, but they help sell tickets, and that's something that, you know, it can't be ignored that they sell tickets. You know, everyone wants these Dash for Cash races to be are great because the Cup drivers can't go in there and ruin it. Well, the tickets don't sell, so you know, it helps the Iowa Speedway look better. But fingers crossed they can get a Cup race. I tell you what, that is one of the best places to watch a race. Being to Chicago and to Kansas, and sitting pretty well on both of the front stretch spots, front, you know, turn 1, turn 4, start, finish. I had a year where I didn't get to go to Iowa, and I came back and I forgot how nice the view was. I mean, you see everything from the bottom row there. You can see from anywhere on that track, and they do a fantastic job of, you know, you're never that far away from the action. When you're at Kansas, the backstretch is probably about 3/4 of a mile or more away when you're just looking all the way across the track. So, you know, tiny little car, you can kind of see it, but it's, you know, Iowa, you can recognize the number on the car on the backstretch easily. You can easily see the backstretch. I'll get some videos and pictures for you guys later this year when I go. But definitely, if you've never been to the Iowa Speedway and you have a chance to do it, I absolutely recommend it. Obviously, it's not, you know, it's not going to be a Cup race weekend, so, you know, if you find it worth your time to go camp and do the Truck Xfinity doubleheader, it's a ton of fun. Otherwise, yeah, if they get a Cup race, definitely recommend coming out. I think the sponsor tents will show up for the Cup races just because there's, again, you get the sponsor support there, but I really do think it would be a really fun time you'd have a good time at Iowa Speedway. They do a good job. The fan walk is really good. The facility is pretty decent. Maybe they'll have a few growing pains, but overall a great experience, so highly recommend it. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble on anymore. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. We are 29 subscribers away from the collection video, and that'll show off more of the race wins that I've been to there. So we're getting closer, so the more likes and subscribes we get, the closer we get. So thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. And we will see you all in the next Diecast review.